In life, we often find ourselves comparing our journey to others. We look at where they are, what they have, and wonder why we're not there yet. But let me tell you this, your path is unique. It's yours, and yours alone. The only race you're running is the one with yourself. When you focus on others, you lose sight of what truly matters. You lose sight of your own growth, your potential, and the incredible power that lies within you. The truth is, no one knows the depth of your dreams, your desires, or your struggles better than you. So why should you let someone else's timeline dictate yours? Remember, life is not a competition with others. It's an opportunity to be the best version of yourself. You have everything you need inside of you to create the life you want. The moment you start comparing yourself to others, you start dimming your own light. Focus on your own growth, your own progress, and celebrate every small victory along the way. Embrace your uniqueness. Trust in your journey. The person you were yesterday is not the person you are today, and tomorrow you will be even greater. When you focus on yourself, on your dreams, your well-being, and your vision, you unlock your true potential. Keep moving forward. Keep believing in yourself. Because when you focus on yourself, you'll find that everything you need is already within you. Stay focused, stay committed, and remember you are enough. You are worthy. And you are capable of achieving everything you set your heart and mind to. Your journey is one of a kind. There is no one else who has lived the experiences you've had, faced the challenges you faced, or dreamed the dreams that you hold within you. It's easy to look around and feel like you're falling behind or like you're not on the right path, but the truth is, your journey is exactly as it should be. It is unfolding in perfect timing, and every step you take, no matter how small or uncertain, is leading you exactly where you need to go. It's so tempting, in this world of constant comparison, to measure our progress against the achievements of others. We look at someone else's success and wonder why we're not there yet. We wonder why it seems like others are achieving their goals faster or with more ease. But let me tell you this, you are not meant to walk someone else's path. You are meant to walk your path. Your unique journey is a reflection of your own inner strength, your resilience, and your vision. There is no blueprint for success that fits everyone, because your success is a reflection of your own personal growth and your own ability to overcome the obstacles that are uniquely yours. When you embrace your journey, you stop wishing for a different life and start appreciating the one you have. You understand that the struggles you face, the setbacks you experience, are part of what makes you strong. They are the lessons that help shape you into the person you are becoming. Every challenge you faced, every triumph, every mistake, and every lesson learned is a building block for your future. The beauty of your journey lies not in the destination, but in the growth you experience along the way. There will always be people who seem to be ahead of you, people who seem to have it all together, but their journey is not yours. It may look different. It may be easier or harder, but it's not your story. Your journey is yours to create. And it's a story that is unfolding beautifully, exactly as it should. You don't need to rush. You don't need to compare. You just need to show up step by step and trust that the path you are walking is leading you to exactly where you need to be. Embracing your unique journey means trusting yourself. It means trusting that you have everything within you to get through whatever comes your way. It means being patient with yourself, knowing that growth takes time, and every step forward, no matter how small, is progress. It means letting go of the pressure to be somewhere you're not, and instead appreciating the space you're in right now. Trust that each day is a chance for you to grow, to learn, and to become more aligned with the person you are meant to be. Embrace your journey. Honor the ups and downs, the detours, and the delays. They are all a part of what makes your story so beautiful. The more you embrace your unique path, the more you will discover the strength, the wisdom, and the resilience that lies within you. Your journey is something no one else can replicate. And that's what makes it so powerful. So take a deep breath, trust the process, and know that the path you are on is the right one for you. There is something truly profound about the concept of timing in our lives. We often hear people say everything happens for a reason, but it's not always easy to believe, especially when we're faced with setbacks, delays, or challenges that seem to keep us from our desired destination. We tend to think that if we just push harder, if we try to force things into place, that we will be able to control the outcome and get things on track more quickly. But life doesn't work that way. It has its own rhythm, its own pace, and its own timing, and that's something we must learn to trust. Too often we look at the success of others and feel like we are somehow falling behind. We compare ourselves to people who seem to have it all together, who seem to be living out their dreams effortlessly, and we wonder why we are still in the same place we've always been. But the truth is, your timing is not their timing. The timeline of your life will unfold in its own way, and that's something to embrace, not fight against. Trusting your timing means understanding that everything has its moment, and that moment may not come when you expect it, but when it's meant to. There is a season for everything. Some seasons are about growth and reflection, some are about struggle and learning, and others are about breakthrough and manifestation. Each stage has its own purpose, and every step you take, no matter how long it takes, is leading you to where you are supposed to be. The key to trusting your timing is releasing the need to control everything. It's letting go of the belief that you can somehow force things to happen before they are ready. Trusting your timing means having patience with yourself and with life. It means believing that your dreams are valid and that the time for them will come. It also means knowing that even when things don't seem to be moving forward, you are still moving. There is still progress being made, even if it's not always visible on the surface. When you trust your timing, you begin to understand that life is not a race. It's not about getting to the finish line as quickly as possible. It's about the journey, the lessons you learn, and the person you become along the way. The truth is, the life you are living right now is preparing you for what is yet to come. The experiences, the challenges, the lessons you are going through are all shaping you for something bigger, something better, something that will unfold at exactly the right time. When things aren't happening the way you expect, or at the pace you want, remind yourself that what is for you will not pass you by. Trust that the universe, or whatever you believe in, is working behind the scenes, aligning everything in your favor. There may be delays, detours, and moments of doubt, but know that these are simply part of the process. Sometimes you need time to prepare, to grow, to learn, and to become the person who is ready for the next step. And here's the thing, trusting your timing doesn't mean being passive. It doesn't mean sitting back and doing nothing. It means doing the work, taking the actions that align with your goals, but with patience and faith that things will unfold when they are meant to. It's knowing that every effort you make, every choice you make, is adding to your growth and taking you one step closer to where you are supposed to be. Remember, your life is unfolding perfectly, even if it doesn't feel that way sometimes. You don't need to rush, you don't need to compare, and you don't need to push against the flow. Trust that everything is happening at just the right time for you. Trust your own rhythm, trust your own pace, and know that everything is coming to you exactly when it's meant to. Life has its timing, and your dreams will manifest at just the right moment. All you have to do is trust the process and keep moving forward. Focusing on your own growth is one of the most powerful commitments you can make to yourself. It means putting your energy, your time, and your attention into becoming the best version of who you are meant to be, and understanding that this journey of growth is a lifelong process. It's not just about the goals you achieve or the milestones you hit. It's about who you become in the process, the person you evolve into each day. Too often, we find ourselves distracted by the successes of others, caught up in their achievements and comparing them to our own. We might look at where others are and feel like we're somehow falling behind. But the truth is, your growth is not measured by anyone else's standards. It's personal, it's internal, and it's unique to you. The only person you should be comparing yourself to is the person you were yesterday. How much have you learned? How much have you grown? How much closer are you to your own true potential? When you focus on your growth, you start to prioritize your own development over external validation or approval. It's not about waiting for someone else to tell you that you're worthy or capable. It's about recognizing that you have the power within you to create the change you want in your life. True growth comes from within. It's about the daily choices you make to challenge yourself, to expand your mind, to grow your heart, and to deepen your understanding of who you are. It's about shedding the layers that no longer serve you and embracing the new versions of yourself that emerge as you evolve. Growth is not always easy. There will be moments of discomfort, uncertainty, and even pain. But in these moments, growth happens. When you step out of your comfort zone, when you face the things that scare you, when you challenge your own limiting beliefs, you are pushing yourself to grow. And while this growth may not always be immediately visible, it is always happening quietly and steadily beneath the surface. You may not see it in the moment, but with every step you take, you are getting closer to the person you are destined to become. When you focus on your growth, you also learn the importance of patience. Growth doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't happen because you wish for it. It happens because you take consistent, intentional actions, no matter how small, every single day. You have to trust that every effort you make toward your personal growth, no matter how insignificant it might seem, is adding up to something bigger. You have to be patient with yourself, understanding that growth is not linear. Some days will feel like you're moving forward and other days like you've taken a step back. But that's okay. What matters is that you keep going. Personal growth also requires reflection. It's important to look back on where you've come from and acknowledge how far you've come. Celebrate your wins, no matter how small they might seem. Growth is not just about the end result, it's about acknowledging the steps you've taken, the lessons you've learned, and the resilience you've built along the way. Take time to recognize your progress and give yourself credit for the work you've put in. As you focus on your growth, it's important to create an environment that nurtures that growth. Surround yourself with people, resources, and experiences that inspire you and push you to be better. Seek out mentors, read books, attend seminars, and engage in conversations that challenge you to think differently and see the world from new perspectives. The people you spend time with, the content you consume, and the activities you engage in all play a part in your growth. Choose wisely and fill your life with things that elevate you, that push you to become the person you know you're capable of being. In the process of focusing on your growth, it's also important to be kind to yourself. Growth is not about perfection, it's about progress. You will stumble, you will make mistakes, and you will have setbacks. But these are not signs of failure, they are part of the process. They are the stepping stones that help you learn, adapt, and become stronger. Treat yourself with compassion and grace as you navigate the ups and downs of your growth journey. Be gentle with yourself when things don't go according to plan, and recognize that every challenge is an opportunity to grow stronger. When you focus on your own growth, you also start to become more in tune with your purpose. You begin to understand what truly matters to you, what brings you joy, and what you are meant to contribute to the world. As you grow, you uncover new layers of your potential, new strengths you never knew you had, and new passions that align with your deeper calling. The more you grow, the more you come to understand your own power and your place in this world. Remember, growth is a continuous process. It's not about becoming perfect or achieving a specific outcome. It's about evolving, learning, and embracing every stage of your journey. Every challenge, every setback, every triumph is part of the rich tapestry of your life. Focus on that growth. Trust that it is leading you to exactly where you need to be. And above all, honor the person you are becoming. Celebrating your wins, no matter how big or small, is a vital part of the growth process. In a world that often pushes us to move on quickly from one goal to the next, it's easy to forget the importance of pausing to acknowledge how far you've come. We often get caught up in the hustle, in the rush to achieve more, that we overlook the significance of taking a moment to appreciate what we've already accomplished. Too often, we downplay our successes. We tell ourselves that it's not a big deal or that it doesn't count because someone else has done it better, faster, or with more flair. But that mindset does a disservice to you in your journey. Every win is a step forward, a milestone on your personal path. No victory is too small to be celebrated. Whether it's something as simple as getting out of bed when you didn't feel like it or achieving a lifelong dream, each success is worth recognizing. These moments are reflections of your effort, your determination, and your growth. They are the results of all the hard work, patience, and persistence you've put into becoming who you are today. Celebrating your wins means acknowledging that you are worthy of recognition. It's not about being boastful or seeking external validation. It's about giving yourself credit for the work you've done. It's about realizing that the journey you're on is worth celebrating, not just when you reach the finish line, but throughout the entire process. Each step you take is worth honoring because it brings you closer to the person you are becoming. When you celebrate your wins, you reinforce the belief in yourself and your ability to continue moving forward. Celebration doesn't always have to be grand or extravagant. It can be as simple as taking a moment to reflect on your achievements and feeling proud of what you've accomplished. It can be treating yourself to something that makes you feel good, whether that's a day off, a favorite meal, or time spent with loved ones. The key is to make the celebration meaningful to you, to acknowledge that you've earned it, and to give yourself permission to enjoy the moment. Too often we focus on what's next, on the next goal we need to achieve or the next challenge we need to face. We get caught up in the constant cycle of striving and pushing forward that we forget to appreciate where we are. When you take the time to celebrate your wins, you slow down, you appreciate the present, and you give yourself the space to feel gratitude for what you've accomplished. You can't move forward effectively if you're always rushing past the moments that are worth savoring. Celebrating your wins allows you to honor your journey and feel a sense of accomplishment, no matter how the future unfolds. To personal reflection, celebrating your wins can also be an opportunity to share with others. There's power in community and sharing your achievements with those who support you. When you allow yourself to celebrate, you inspire those around you to do the same. Your celebrations can create a ripple effect of positivity and motivation in your circle. They remind others that it's okay to celebrate their successes too, and that the journey is just as important as the destination. Acknowledging your wins doesn't just boost your morale, it also strengthens your mindset. When you celebrate your victories, you reinforce a positive outlook and cultivate a mindset of abundance and possibility. You shift your focus from what you lack to what you have. You remind yourself of your capabilities, of the progress you've made, and of the fact that you are constantly growing. Celebrating your wins builds resilience, as it helps you stay motivated and energized even when challenges arise. As you continue on your journey, it's essential to make time for regular moments of celebration. Create rituals or habits that remind you to celebrate often, whether that's at the end of each day, week, or after completing a significant project. These moments of recognition allow you to pause, reflect, and appreciate the effort you've put in. They also provide a source of motivation to keep going, to continue striving for your next goal, and to always recognize that every step forward is an accomplishment worth celebrating. Letting go of comparisons is one of the most freeing and empowering choices you can make. It's a choice to stop measuring your worth by someone else's standards and instead to embrace the truth that your journey is yours alone. We live in a world that is constantly showcasing the lives and achievements of others, and it's so easy to fall into the trap of thinking you should be where they are, or that you're somehow lacking because your path doesn't look the same. But the moment you let go of comparisons is the moment you begin to truly step into your own power. The truth is, comparing yourself to others is often a setup for dissatisfaction and self-doubt. It leads to feelings of inadequacy because no matter how much progress you make, there will always be someone who seems to be doing better. The problem with comparisons is that they're based on the surface, on what you can see from the outside. You never get to see the struggles, the behind-the-scenes work, the failures, or the sacrifices that others have made to get to where they are. What you're comparing yourself to is an incomplete picture. You're measuring your life against an image, not the full reality. When you stop comparing, you free yourself from the pressure of trying to keep up with someone else's timeline. Your life is unfolding at its own pace. And that pace is exactly what you need to grow, evolve, and learn. Everyone's journey is different. While someone else might seem to have achieved success in a particular area of life, that doesn't mean you are any less successful or worthy because your path looks different. We are all on our own timelines, and your timing is perfect for you. There is no right age or right stage for any of us to achieve our dreams. The only thing that matters is whether you are staying true to yourself and your own path. When you let go of comparisons, you start to appreciate your own unique gifts and strengths. You realize that you don't need to be anyone else, because who you are is enough. There is no other person who can bring what you bring to the world. No one else has your exact perspective, your talents, your experiences, or your voice. The more you embrace your own uniqueness, the less you'll feel the need to measure your progress by someone else's. You begin to understand that you are exactly where you need to be, and that every step you take, no matter how big or small, is a victory in itself. Comparing yourself to others also keeps you stuck in a cycle of self-criticism and judgment. Instead of celebrating your wins and acknowledging your own growth, you focus on what you don't have or what you haven't accomplished yet. This mindset creates a sense of scarcity, where you believe there's not enough success, happiness, or opportunity to go around. But when you let go of comparisons, you open up space for abundance. You begin to see that there is enough for everyone. Your success doesn't take away from anyone else's, and their success doesn't diminish yours. There is room for all of us to thrive in our own unique ways. Letting go of comparisons also allows you to focus on your own journey with clarity and intention. You begin to focus on what you want to achieve and why, rather than what others are doing and whether or not you measure up. This shift in focus brings you closer to your true desires and your authentic self. You stop living in reaction to what others are doing, and you start living in alignment with your own values and aspirations. You become more intentional with your actions, because you're no longer distracted by the external noise of comparison. It's also important to remember that comparisons often arise from a place of insecurity or fear. When you feel uncertain about your own worth or your own potential, it's easy to look to others for validation. But validation that comes from outside of yourself is fleeting. True validation comes from within, from knowing that you are enough as you are right now. When you let go of comparisons, you step into your own inner strength and wisdom. You realize that you don't need to prove anything to anyone else. Your worth is inherent, and it is not determined by how you stack up to anyone else. Letting go of comparisons is an act of self-love. It is a decision to honor your own process, your own journey, and your own growth. It is a commitment to stop measuring your success by anyone else's standards and to start defining what success looks like for you. It's about trusting in your own path and trusting that everything you need to reach your goals is already within you. When you stop comparing yourself to others, you create space to fully embrace who you are and where you are in your life right now. In the end, focusing on your own growth, trusting your timing, embracing your unique journey, celebrating your wins, and letting go of comparisons all lead to one powerful truth: you are enough as you are, and your path is uniquely your own. The world may try to pull you in many directions, urging you to measure up to others or race against time. But the greatest success lies in honoring your own journey. Every step, every challenge, every triumph is part of your evolution. And it is all happening exactly as it should. When you embrace your own progress, trust your own timing, and stop comparing your journey to others, you unlock your true potential and step into the fullness of who you are meant to be. Your life is your masterpiece, unfolding one beautiful moment at a time. Celebrate it. Honor it. And know that the best is yet to come.